Politicians know it, and with the upcoming elections, will cynically use it to the full. The best and quickest way to change people's behaviour is to use fear. That's done by threatening economic collapse, by scapegoating minorities, especially these days, like our refugees, Muslims, Chinese, anyone or anything to play on our anxieties. Forget morality. Winning is all that matters. Advent gets our life back into context. In Jeremiah's time, the people of Israel were scared into relying on Egypt's military power rather than God's faithfulness. Despite persecution, imprisonment, and attempts on his life, Jeremiah refused to give in to fear, but called all to trust in God's promise. They didn't. They succumbed to fear, and the result was devastation, exile into Babylon. Advent reminds us of God's promise of victory over all that divides us. In the Gospel, Jesus tells us, when your world seems to go to hell in a handbasket, when even the powers of heaven are being shaken, the Son of Man is there with power and great glory. So as people of hope, we are the ones sent by Jesus to break down barriers and restore God's peace. Hold your heads high because your liberation is at hand, as God promised. In our Eucharist, the Lord is here when people of all shapes, colours and sizes gather together in love. The Lord is here in the word of life-giving love. The Lord is here in our sharing of food and drink. It's the source and summit of our life and reflects where we find the Lord in our everyday life. This Advent, let's stay awake, remember God's promise, and pray for the strength not to give in to fear. Let's resolve to live the promise and be one with the Prince of Peace, and therefore the whole human race, especially those scapegoated for others' gain.